From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. The Prime Minister is about to shuffle his cabinet. At the same time, he's facing renewed pressure to step down as Liberal leader.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will add some fresh faces to his front bench today. The Canadian Press confirmed from a source with knowledge of the appointments that Liberal MPs Rachel Bendayan, Terry Duguid, Nate Erskine-Smith, David McGuinty, and Darren Fisher will all be named to cabinet. The shuffle follows the surprise loss of his top minister, Chrystia Freeland, and comes after several said they won't run again. Freeland stepped down from cabinet, saying she was at odds with Trudeau over finance decisions and after Trudeau told her he was about to demote her. Kyle Duggan, the Canadian Press, Ottawa.
Business owners say they're seeing a boost in customer spending during the government's tax break, which started almost a week ago. Patrick Hempelman, who owns BMV Books, says he's noticed the uptick particularly on higher-priced items.
So the 14th and 15th, like the first 2 days, I think we were definitely busier than we otherwise would have been.
The Retail Council of Canada's Matt Poirier says customers are shifting their buying patterns as a result of the tax break, with Boxing Day in particular expected to see a big boost. Ontario is looking to increase transparency and accountability when it comes to healthcare staffing agencies. Legislation introduced earlier this month requires such agencies to report billing or pay rate information to the province's health minister for possible publication. Some critics and advocates say there are agencies out there that charge double or even triple the rates of staff nurses and personal support workers. They're hoping it's a step toward regulating the agency's rates, but Minister Sylvia Jones isn't committing to that just yet. The legal framework surrounding medical assistance in dying is the focus of a new wrongful death lawsuit. The family of a 52-year-old man filed a civil claim in BC saying he received the procedure while on a day pass from a Vancouver psychiatric hospital. It notes that he had suffered chronic back pain and long-term mental illness. The claim says that while MAID's framework excludes people solely suffering from mental illness, it says nothing about those suffering concurrent mental and physical illnesses. And finally, a growing number of U.S. colleges and universities are advising international students to return to campus before Inauguration Day.
The schools are concerned that once Donald Trump becomes president, he might impose travel bans like he did during his first administration. The schools say that for anyone whose ability to stay in the United States depends on an academic visa, it's best to reduce their risks and get back to campus before January 20th. According to the data project Open Doors, which is funded by the U.S. State Department, more than 1.1 million international students were enrolled in U.S. colleges and universities during the 2023-24 school year. More than half of those students are from India and China. I'm Donna Warder.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, a couple of overtime thrillers in Alberta. Matthias Ekholm tallying in extra time to give Edmonton a 3-2 win over Boston. Brady Tkachuk had the OT winner in Ottawa's 3-2 victory over Calgary. Brett Howden assisted on the game winner and added an empty net goal as Vegas beat Vancouver 3-1. Elsewhere, Tampa Bay defeated St. Louis 3-1. Columbus doubled New Jersey 4-2. LA down Philadelphia 7-3. Chicago got by Seattle 3-1. And Pittsburgh, well, they beat Nashville 5-4 in overtime. Canada's World Junior Hockey team is kicking off its pre-tournament schedule with a blowout win. Easton Cowan scoring a hat-trick in a 7-1 rout of Switzerland. Canada will play 2 more warm-up games before opening the tournament on Boxing Day against Finland. Minnesota beat Ottawa 5-2 in the PWHL, and the Toronto Raptors dropped a 101-94 decision to the Brooklyn Nets. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.